Welcome to Incident Investigation Awareness. This video is designed as an introduction and review to incident investigations and will answer the following questions. What is an incident? Why should it be investigated? Who is involved? What are the steps involved? The information that follows is intended to be a general introduction and review for employees, employers, supervisors, health and safety committee members, or members of an incident investigation team. Let's start with some quick definitions. The term incident can be defined as an occurrence, condition, or situation arising in the course of work that resulted in or could have resulted in injuries, illness, damage to equipment, property, or the environment. The term accident is also commonly used and can be defined as an unplanned event that interrupts the completion of an activity and that may, or may not, include significant injury or fatality. For the purpose of this awareness video, we will refer to incidents only. Why should incidents be investigated? Although some believe incidents are investigated to place blame, finding fault is not the purpose. Worker error may be identified, but it is generally only one of the factors contributing to the incident. Investigators will always look for deeper causes, with the emphasis on finding the root cause of the incident and identifying the factors that contributed to the incident occurring. Most importantly, reasons to investigate a workplace incident would be to find out the cause of incidents and to prevent similar incidents in the future, to fulfill any legal requirements, to determine the cost of an incident, to determine compliance with applicable regulations such as occupational health and safety, criminal, etc., to process claims such as workers' compensation. Finding the facts can lead to corrective actions, so you can prevent the event from happening again. An investigator or an investigation team, who believe that incidents are caused by unsafe conditions, will likely try to uncover conditions as causes. On the other hand, if they believe that the incident was caused by unsafe acts, will attempt to find the human errors that were the causes. Therefore, it is necessary to examine all underlying factors in a chain of events that ends in an incident. The important point is that even in the most seemingly straightforward incidents, seldom, if ever, is there only a single cause. For example, an investigation which concludes that an incident was due to worker carelessness and goes no further, fails to find answers to several important questions such as: was the worker distracted? If they were, what caused the distraction? Was a safe work procedure being followed? If not, why not? Were safety devices in order and working properly? If not, what was the issue? Was the worker properly trained? If not, why not? Asking these questions and others will help define the causal factors and root causes that led to the incident occurring. Who should do the investigating? Depending on the severity of the incident, investigations would be conducted by an individual, or ideally a group of people who are experienced in incident causation models, experienced in investigative techniques, knowledgeable of any legal or organizational requirements, knowledgeable in occupational health and safety fundamentals, knowledgeable in the work processes and procedures for the situation, able to use interview and other person-to-person techniques effectively, such as mediation or conflict resolution, knowledgeable of requirements for documentation, records, and data collection, and able to analyze the data gathered to determine findings and reach recommendations. What are the steps involved in investigating an incident? If an incident occurs, you must first stop all work activities in the area, provide first aid and medical care to injured persons and prevent further injuries or damage, secure and freeze the scene, report the incident occurrence to a designated person within the organization. The incident investigation team would perform the following general steps, which we will explore in more depth in other modules. The investigation team will first take control and manage the scene to make sure it is secure and safe to begin their assessment. They will provide support to the witnesses and limit their interaction with others until they are interviewed and their statements are recorded. The investigators will take statements, photos, measurements, and collect all relevant data available. Next, they analyze all the data collected and identify the causal factors and root causes that contributed to the incident. Finally, the investigation team will create a report listing their findings and recommendations. Once the investigation report is complete, the organization would then review the findings and recommendations, develop a plan for the corrective actions, communicate and implement the plan, observe and evaluate the effectiveness of the corrective actions, and continue to monitor and make changes for continual improvement. Remember, when incidents happen, they are investigated to find the root cause, not to assign fault. Once fully investigated and corrective actions are in place, workers can perform their work safely without incidents occurring. As little time as possible should be lost between the moment of an incident and the beginning of the investigation. In this way, investigators are most likely to be able to observe the conditions as they were at the time, prevent disturbance of evidence, and identify witnesses. This concludes the Incident Investigation Awareness video. Visit the Alberta Mine Safety Association's website for additional resources.